Are you feeling down on your luck? Are you feeling defeated? Are you feeling like you want to give up? In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 things that are going to help you press in for your victory. Best-selling author of Rise to Success, The Secret Power of Your Brain to Change Your Life. And there's nothing more exciting than winning when you're an underdog and you come from behind to win. So let's take a look at what happened in the Kentucky Derby this year, just about less than a week ago. And this horse right here, Rich Strike, came from out of nowhere, literally, to win the Kentucky Derby. They paid $30,000 for this horse. Many horses in the Kentucky Derby cost millions. They made $1.86 million winning the Kentucky Derby. Wow. The day before the race, it just goes on and on. This horse, there are only 20 horses that race in the Kentucky Derby. And the day before, they were not one of the 20 horses that were in the race. They were 21. And one of the horses fell out and they got to jump in. What a story. I mean, it happened like within a minute before the time ran out for the field to be set of how many horses were in there. Against the odds, Rich Strike won the Kentucky Derby. Now, there's a few other people involved besides the horse, and I'm going to tell you some stories of each of those. And the first point about pressing in for your victory is to believe that it's possible, no matter how dire the circumstances are. So I want to show you a little video clip from Rick Dawson, who is the owner of the horse. He almost got out of the horse business. He had some really tough things happen. And then he met Eric Reed, who's the trainer, and we'll talk about him later. And be sure and stay to the end because I'm going to show you the race. It happens very quickly, and I'm just going to show you the last part when this incredible horse, Rich Strike, came from behind, came out of nowhere, and won the Kentucky Derby. So check this out.
Believe that you could do something.
Oh, never, ever, ever would Eric and I put a horse in a race we didn't think we could win. I promise you.
Never would we put a horse in the race if we didn't think we could win. So they believed, that was the owner, they believed, and then on the far right is the trainer, Eric Reed. They believed it was possible. And that's what you have to do. No matter where you're at in your life right now, no matter how down and out you might feel, you have to believe that you can have victory in your life. And I'm here to tell you that you can. And this story is such a great come from behind story that it gives everybody hope that that is truly possible. The second character in the story is the jockey, Sonny Leon. He never raced in the Kentucky Derby. He was a local favorite in Ohio, but not many people knew him. The announcer said they had to look up his name because they never heard of the guy. So he used number 2 strategy, which is going to help you press in for your victory, which is to visualize your success. So listen to what he said as he was coming down the stretch in this race and how he says right in the beginning, I knew I had this, the Kentucky Derby. And then listen to what the announcer says.
Yarda, I say, I keep it right because I think I got this Kentucky Derby.
Jockeys say they visualize the race. Did you visualize this moment?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He says, yeah, I visualized it. He said, especially when he was coming down the stretch, he said, I saw that I was going to win. Wow. Oh, my gosh. Gotta love that guy. He was very successful in his ride. And when you see in the end what he maneuvered and how he literally came from the back of the pack all the way to the front position to win, it's really incredible. Now, there's a third character in this story that's important. It's always the owner, the jockey, and the trainer. The trainer was Eric Reed. Now, his story is just really gut-wrenching story because he had been a trainer for 40 years. And 6 years ago, lightning struck his training facility, his stable, and 23 horses were killed in the fire. Wow. I mean, he said it looked like a bomb had gone off when they showed up, when they called and said, the place was on fire. All those horses died. He said it was like losing 23 members of his family. It was just devastating. And he and his wife, they just didn't feel they could go on. It was just so horrible. But he said his friends, his family rallied around him, and especially his 2 assistant trainers. They got up the next morning and they took the 12 horses that were left and they started working them around the track. Wow, what strength to be able to just pick up and go. And they would not let him quit. He said they would not let him quit. But to make the story even more incredible, both of those people died 2 years ago, 6 months apart from cancer. They were not there to be with their friend in physical form, but they were there spiritually with him. On top of that, he lost a grandson in the last 6 years between the fire and winning the Kentucky Derby. So people, whatever it is that you're dealing with, whatever you're facing, do not give up. Don't give up. I'm here to tell you there is hope. There's hope. And if this guy and this horse that came out of nowhere can win the Kentucky Derby, you can win at whatever challenge you're facing in your life as well. Okay, let's look at the newly built stable, and let's look at Eric Reed surrounded by all his friends and family. He said actually people came from many different states to support him and to tell him, don't give up, don't quit. This guy had been a trainer for 40 years. His father was a horse trainer for 40 years. His father said he's so proud of his son. And he said that his son, when he was 8 years old, could do a special bandage that they do for horses that many people don't even know what it is today. The guy found his passion actually at 6 years old. And when he got out of high school, he said, I know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to college. I want to be a horse trainer. And that just makes this story that much sweeter, that this person could live his passion, live his dream, have such a horrible thing happen, but have so much support to not give up, to keep going, pressing it. And now he's a Kentucky Derby winning trainer. Now, he had actually won a lot of races in his life. He won 1,400 races with the horses that he trained. So he had a lot of success. He did not envision himself winning the Kentucky Derby. He said he did not envision himself winning the Kentucky Derby. I think it was a blessing from God to restore his life to the point that it is now as a Kentucky Derby winning trainer. And he and the owner have that horse, Rich Strike, who will probably go on to win many other races. Now I'm going to show you the actual race, and you're going to see how this horse came from behind to win in the race. Okay, so take a watch so you can see the here. I'm going to go ahead and move it into a bigger view. You can see the drone view, and you can see that the horse started out, Rich Strike was like 4th from the last, and it got through the pack, and then it broke into the rail. He said the horse loved to run on the rail, so you can see that thing pointing down there. He just took off on the rail. He came up, and then he had to get between those 2 horses, and the 2 horses that were in the lead were favored to win. And that Rich Strike just blew right by both of those horses. Watch this, like right at the time it needed to happen, he got his victory. Wow. And as the announcer that was calling this at the time said, "Oh, that's not a rich strike. That's a lightning strike." For this horse to be 80 to 1 odds, I guess there was one other horse that had great odds against it that won the Kentucky Derby, but that was in 1913. There has not been a horse come from behind like this horse has since 1913. Wow, what a story. And how amazing that the way he said it wasn't a rich strike, it was a lightning strike. And as we know, the announcer probably didn't know it, but lightning is what struck his facility and killed 23 horses. And 6 years later, Rich Strike was the positive lightning strike that not only they, but they feel this horse is like America's horse because everybody needs a feeling of success and miracles and the fact that you can come from behind and you can pull ahead no matter if you feel defeated, if you feel down on your luck, if you feel like you can't go on. I'm telling you, you watch this story and you realize that anything is possible. Anything is possible. You got to believe. You have to visualize your success and do not give up. What a joy to share this story with you. I'm Patrice Lynn. I hope you subscribe to my channel. I'll encourage you whenever I can, bring you motivational stories. They say you need to find whatever it is that makes you cry. And I'm telling you, this story makes me cry because it's such a beautiful, beautiful story. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.